Dealerships, if your lots are starting to fill up and you're struggling to sell cars like you used to, then this video, it's for you. As you probably know, people aren't lining up to buy cars like they did just a few years ago. But not only that, buyer preferences seem to change from week to week. So you have no idea what cars you need to be selling or when to sell them. But what if there was a way for you to not only sell more cars to meet the lower demand, but also to know exactly what cars people are looking for before they walk into your dealership? Well, in this video, I'll show you the following. The best way to quickly sell cars to clear your overcrowded lots, how to sell exactly the type of inventory that you want, when you want, and the best ways to use AI to future-proof your dealership. And if you're new here, I'm Jim Flint. I've helped my clients generate over $290 million in net profit from their vehicle sales through the last 25 years. And I'm using this channel to share all the marketing secrets that I've gained through the years in order to help you grow your dealership. So if you want to clear out your inventory fast, then we need to look at where your ads are going. Specifically, are you focusing on targeting the right buyers? Or are you still sticking to traditional methods like most dealerships and wasting more than half of your advertising budget? To show you what I mean, here's an example of a dealership we worked with outside of Atlanta. They face stagnant sales and an increasing backlog of unsold models. Realizing the need for change, they switched to a geo-targeting and competitor bidding strategy within their digital ads. This shift alone resulted in a 45% uptick in showroom visits and a significant rise in sales over the previous quarter. Their success wasn't just about advertising more, it was about advertising correctly. This brings me to my main point, the power of precision digital advertising. And you might be thinking, well, Jim, I don't know, precision targeting sounds kind of complex. I'm not exactly a tech whiz or anything like that. But the truth is, it's more about understanding your customer than it is about understanding your technology. Today's tools are designed to be more user-friendly, and they're far more powerful than they've ever been before. With a bit of insight into your market and a clear idea of who we're targeting, setting up precision targeted campaigns is more straightforward than you expect. But it's not without its complexities. Now, there's a few ways you can go about doing this. First is one of the most effective strategies we've used for our clients for decades, and that's geo-targeting with Google Ads. Geo-targeting is crucial. It ensures your ads reach potential buyers who are close enough to your dealership to actually visit. However, it's no longer as simple as using zip codes on Google Ads. At the time of recording this, Google recently announced that they'll be removing the ability to target specific zip codes with car financing ads. This means that we need to switch to other means of geo-targeting, such as radius targeting or designated market audiences. Another powerful strategy is using customized ad campaigns for different vehicle types. Customizing your advertising is essential in 2024. This is because it allows you to cater to specific customer interests and behaviors, which leads to higher conversion rates. In simplest terms, it shows customers you have exactly what they're looking for, which, like I said earlier, is the #1 priority when trying to clear your lots. One way you can do this is to segment your inventory. For example, SUVs, electric cars, and create tailored ads for each segment. And one of the most underutilized and profitable ways of doing this right now is through vehicle listing ads. If you don't know what these are, it's basically Google's way of competing head-to-head with AutoTrader's Spotlight ads. It integrates Google's Merchant Center capabilities and your inventory to cut in line. It allows you to be the first thing people see at the top of the search when they know what make and model that they're looking for. And as of right now, nothing comes close in terms of profitability and efficiency in terms of cost per click. The point is, precision targeted advertising, when done right, it aligns perfectly with the modern car buyer's journey. It recognizes that today's customers are online, researching and making decisions before they even step foot in a dealership. So by speaking directly to your market in their language, you're able to turn traffic into sales and ensure your inventory moves faster than ever before. Moving on from getting eyes on your ads, let's tackle another challenge. How are you presenting your cars online? A lot of dealerships are missing out on sales because they aren't as compelling or as accurate as they could be. There was a dealership in Oregon. They had top-notch cars, but their online listings, just a few photos and basic descriptions. They revamped their online inventory, added high-quality images, not too heavy in terms of graphical content, and they delivered detailed descriptions and even added interactive elements like 360-degree views without chewing up too much bandwidth. Sales jumped by 30% in just a few months, and it proved that a great online showcase can turn browsers into buyers. So what made the difference? It all came down to this. They presented their online inventory more effectively. Now you might be thinking, a car is a car. If someone wants to buy one, does it really matter what's on my website? Again, in today's world, people are making buying decisions online more than ever before. And if you want to compete in this cutthroat market, then you're going to need to get every advantage that you can possibly find. So what does this actually look like? Well, the first thing you want to have is high quality images that are low content in nature and videos that are high quality but don't chew up too much bandwidth in your inventory. First impressions count, and if you can't even get to the first impression, it counts more. High quality visuals grab attention and can significantly increase interest in a vehicle. They give potential buyers a clear, enticing view of what they're going to get, and it'll make the buying process that much more smooth. So if you don't already have this in place, make sure to invest in a good camera or hire a professional photographer that can give you high quality but low bandwidth consumption. Capture multiple angles, showcase key features of each vehicle, and you can even include videos for a dynamic view. Now, the most important thing, if you want to keep cars rolling off your lot, is to implement real-time inventory updates to your website, which most of the dealers have. So keeping your online inventory updated in real time prevents your customers from inquiring about a car that's already been sold. The problem with most dealerships is that they've been accustomed to people just buying cars on a whim over the last 2 or 3 years. But now, with people being far more careful and precise with their buying decisions, we need to make their buying experience as seamless as it was before the pandemic. And the best way you can do that is implementing a system that syncs your physical inventory with your online listings. Of course, that means regularly checking and updating your website. Basically, optimizing your online inventory is like having a well-organized, attractive showroom. It invites and attracts potential buyers. It makes your dealership stand out, and it makes it much easier for customers to buy from you versus your competitors. And again, in a market where buyers are more careful than ever, you need every edge that you can get. So the last thing I want to touch on is something that you're probably ignoring right now. And I can guarantee that if you continue to play the waiting game, you'll regret it, probably in the next 12 months. And the thing I'm talking about is AI. You see, over the years, I've seen many businesses and careers fail because people were clinging to outdated practices. And I predict the same thing is going to happen with AI. It might even be worse this time though, because of how quickly things are moving. In fact, I'm confident that a lot of people are overlooking AI, and they'll be kicking themselves once they realize how easy it is to leverage. Well, it's not easy, not to get started at least, but once you get things going and flowing, you'll see the efficiency gains and how much of a game changer that this truly is. To give you a taste, let me tell you about a dealership I recently worked with. They were doing almost everything right, had all the data they needed to make great decisions, even had the right cars in stock. They were getting leads, but as sales kept slowing down, the sales staff had plenty of leads of interested buyers. But because of, the market being in a tough spot, everyone was drowning in the day-to-day tasks, and they didn't have the time to answer the questions that they were being asked. So they weren't able to translate it into actionable, measurable insights. They told me, Jim, we can't afford to hire anyone right now, and we've spread too thin. We're just not closing enough deals. Get me more leads. When we looked at the closing ratio, the problem was they weren't closing enough deals. So they didn't need to hire anyone, much less waste hours on training. Not sure what the retention rate would be. My team implemented an AI system that cost the dealership exactly $20 per person per month. And once it's in place, it works pretty much on autopilot. That system had one goal, and it accomplished it flawlessly every time in just a couple of minutes. In essence, it personalized the customer's journey by answering the questions they were asking more efficiently and more capably than the salesperson could do on their own. All this meant that we had a bigger boost in appointments, a bigger boost in shows, a bigger boost in sales, and an overall better closing ratio than their competition. So AI isn't just a fancy buzzword, even in automotive retail. People who tell you that still haven't realized how powerful it is. They will be the first to be swept away by the AI wave. And I say this for 3 very important reasons. 1, it's achievable if you work within the command prompts. You don't need an engineering degree to get this done. 2, it's not just theory, it's very actionable and drives real results in real time. And 3, the price is insignificant. So people will use AI to scale their business operations, especially in service industries. So what else can AI do for you and your dealership right now? We're just talking about personalizing the customer experience. Now imagine doing that across all your advertising channels. Understanding and acting on individual preferences is how you go from money burning, generic advertising with terrible ROI, all the way to connecting with your best customers on a personal level, building the loyalty in a customer base that keeps coming back. For example, sending personalized follow-ups to each customer based on not just their name, but their buying journey is critical to your success. Their experience in your store, and even based on their location and your demographics for your store, it goes really way beyond marketing anymore. AI will help you make better decisions on your inventory management, your pricing strategies, market trends, all in real time. While your personnel is sleeping, AI continues to work for you. But now you can stay 2 steps ahead instead of lagging behind. And let me tell you, the best time to start implementing AI in your dealership is right now. We're at least in that sweet spot where we know how valuable and powerful the technology is going to be, but it hasn't been widely adopted yet by your competition. And so for those reasons, we talk about it in this video, and I believe it's the most significant competitive advantage you can achieve this year. Owners and GM may think it's too complex, or they're waiting on the sidelines to see what everyone else is gonna do. And I won't lie to you, that was probably a good strategy at some point in time. When the first AI models were hitting the market, I don't know, a few years ago, I was skeptical too. But now, with all the recent progress in just the last 6 months, it's become clear to me that integrating AI into your business isn't just a smart move, it's the only move. It's essential if you want to stay competitive and relevant in the automotive industry. And more importantly, if you're struggling with closing ratios at your dealership or appointment ratios at your dealership, this is the secret sauce. All right, so in this video, we went over 3 different strategies to keep your lots from overflowing and make consistent sales even during challenging market conditions. Now, if you want to just avoid all the headache and mistakes that come with figuring all this out on your own, and you want to have a team of industry experts who can just implement and manage all of these strategies for you, there's a link in the description of this video where you can apply to book a call with us. The only caveat is that we only work with 1 dealership manufacturer per metro area. So we can't guarantee a spot, but if you want to take the next step in your business, click the link below. Otherwise, I hope you found this video helpful. Oh, and one last thing. If you want to see all these strategies in action, here's a video of how we implemented them for one of our clients. We added 7 figures in profit over the course of 12 months. Click here to watch it.